One a little bit later tonight in Polanco that used that shoulder roll. Floyd Mayweather S type of shell.
You know, there's an influence from the Cuban trainers who went over to the Dominican Republic for a while to give them more technique to go with their physical strength and power.
And that's why you're seeing the increased skill from the Dominican fighters.
Para la campana.
Good opening round from
this camp. They got a lot longer to prepare, so we're gonna come extremely ready, inshallah, and we're gonna do our thing. So he's strong, but I feel like I'm gonna let my hands go and have fun in there.
You guys both have only gone the distance twice in your professional careers. You have 17 knockouts and 19 wins. He's got 15 knockouts in 17 wins. What's this camp gonna be about for you?
I feel like there's a few different ways that I could, break him down. And like I said, I'm gonna just have fun. I'm gonna do what works best. But ultimately, I gotta, watch out for his power. And anytime you're in there with a puncher, you gotta eyes open. And he's one of those fighters. He got some power. So besides that, I feel like I have all the skill set. My fast on my feet, light on my feet, quick hands. I got power as well. I let my hands go. I put them together in combinations. And it's going to be a great fight for sure. It's a vacant title, so both of us will be competing for a title for our first time in our career. So this is a step up for me and him. And we both going to be going for it. But I feel like this is going to be one of those fights where, like a Floyd Gotti.
Ooh, I like that. I like that analogy. All right, so Abdullah, usually it's me or Mark Rigo holding a mic in front of your face, and that's an interview. But today you have a headset on. That means we're going to put you to work. So allow us to indulge you here on this fight. So far, what we're seeing from Yan Santana in the pink trunks against ARRON Alameda. What do you think of Santana and how he's dealing with the shorter and more experienced Alameda early on?
I love the way he's dealing with him. This is my first time watching both fighters, so this will be me,
honest.
This would be an honest review. But Santana, I like how he's staying at the end of his punches. Alameda, he has power. You could tell from his record he got some power on his hands. And okay, his hands go now, but Santana, he started off sharp. And he's not giving Alameda too much room to think or breathe. But he's got to make sure he's still, staying tight.
Stay tight on this defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Defense.
For sure. You can't get too anxious.
Quick question for you. You see Santana, he's looking in the eyes of his opposition. Where do you look when you're in there fighting?
Into the fight, round 3 of a scheduled 10-round fight. Bernardo Osuna alongside the Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley. And world title contender now, former #1 on the Tim Bradley. What is it? What's your list? Double stamp prospect list.
Prospect, man.
You said a long time ago he had graduated.
Yeah, for sure.
Abdullah Mason. All right, but let's get into this fight with Yan Santana trying to work behind the jab and Alameda trying to close the gap. What's the hardest part about fighting a shorter fighter, Abdullah?
I feel like the distance could be a little awkward. Just them going lower, bending their knees. They come up with punches you don't see. So you just got to make sure your distance is right, because sometimes they could be closer than they seem or further than they seem.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing right now from Alameda. He's paying attention to the body of Santana.
But Santana letting his hands go. He's not letting Alameda get comfortable in there.
No, I mean, little moments where you see Alameda just stay out at range and don't slide in. Of course, Santana got the longer arms. He's just working those combinations.
Nice right uppercut there from Santana. And he's spinning Alameda as well, putting him in the places where he wants him to be. Nice combinations. Good defense from Alameda there.
Yeah, but Santana, he's operating in every range right now. Looking good defense prowess right there from him at mid-range. Then from the outside, anytime Alameda just lets off a little bit off the gas and don't shoot any punches, guess what? Santana's answering.
Yep. He's getting comfortable in there.
And he's seeing everything coming now, right? He got his timing down.
Alameda making Santana miss here.
Yeah, but he didn't come up with any shot. I mean, you make a miss, you got to make him pay. You know, he's getting small little opportunities to be able to land shots, and when you make a miss like that badly, you got to make him pay.
I mean, you could see the power of that shot that Santana landed, and he hurt him. Nice body work now from Santana.
See the creativity from those combinations right there from Santana. And the best part about it, he's just touching them. He ain't loading up on shots. He's just touching them. He knows his hands.
20 seconds. Make sure y'all tune in because it's gonna be great.
Oh,
get that money.
Oh, I know it is. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we got an appetite for smoke. A lot of it.
Absolutely. Go get your shirts.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you, Tim. No doubt. Well, there it is. Abdullah Mason right there. The hot prodigy in boxing. Probably one of the most talked about fighters in the game today.
And a future commentator as well. Abdullah Mason, thanks for joining us here. Round 4 of a scheduled 10-rounder here. Yan Santana now allowing Alameda to take a step forward. And that's something you don't want to do, Tim, is allow a fighter like Alameda to get going downhill.
Look, it's something you don't want to do, but it obviously seems like Santana's just here to work today, you know, and he's letting the fight again materialize round by round. He knows he has 10 rounds to work. He's taking advantage of it, but Alameda right there just landed a nice straight left hand down the pipe. You don't want to get caught with too many of those left hands coming from Alameda that has punching power.
Santana told us, I want Shushu Carrington because tonight he's leveling up, and I think I have the potential to beat him. The Dominican fans out here cheering on Yan Santana.
Look, we're getting caught with that. Same thing, getting caught mid-range. Santana, sees the problem with Santana is he depends too much on his reflexes, man. And when you're just sitting still and you're not picking up your feet and changing the distance or the range, he puts himself in a position to where he can get hit with that straight left hand. He likes to hang out on that back foot, man. I'm not a big fan of that shoulder roll, man, especially when you're facing the southpaw. And if a southpaw understands the openings that he can use, right? Like meaning throwing a straight left hand right down the middle, following up with a swivel jab, he can expose that opening produced by that shoulder roll.
Nicely right there from Yan Santana, but he's letting ARRON Alameda gain a little bit of confidence here. There's a scheduled 10-rounder. We're 4 rounds in.
That can be a part of his plan too, because the one thing that I see from Santana is he likes to. You're seeing Santana just rev it up, doing whatever he wants at the moment. Yeah, this fight's about to end real soon, man. That's a lot of punishment coming from Santana. Yeah, this is what I was waiting on. I was like, okay, he softened him up. He softened him up. Starting the weekend. When is he gonna step on the gas and give us something to cheer about? Well, it's this round right now. Ooh, angle on him. Oh, my goodness. Nice pivot. Stepped around. Bam, right hook.
Followed by the left uppercut as well. I mean, now you're seeing Yan Santana get into his bag.
Yes, yes.
And show the display of his skills, his power.
You see that right hand? I pushed Alameda back.
Again.
Yeah. Pushed him back again. What we call that? You're going to have to get in the weight room, especially if you're going to go up 126. Get your behind in that weight room, my man. A little light. Look, and then when you hit the guy with your best shot upstairs, it's time to take your attention downstairs. It's obviously Alameda can take a shot. You go downstairs on him, we see if he takes that liver shot.
Yeah, Alameda's never been down in 32 professional fights, only 2 losses. The eventual and in a title fight against Luis Panterita Nera for the vacant WBC junior featherweight title. That was in September of 2020. So you can see his toughness coming out of Novales, Sonora.
Yeah, I've seen the toughness too, but I hope I'm seeing right that he's trying to set up Santana with something. You know, being patient, very calm right there at mid-range, man. And Santana's okay with staying at mid-range, like I told you, because he likes to counter. However, man, I see a right hook available for Alameda. He just got to let it go. Shoot that left hand downstairs and come up with that.
I see a lot of converted want to fight orthodox so that their power hand is the jab and the left hook and it's closer to their opponent. This is the opposite for Alameda. He's a natural orthodox fighter. Santana-sized countryman doing it. Or maybe it's something that's taught now over in the Dominican. That was a nice left hook there from Santana.
I think it's taught. Absolutely, it's taught. But it got to be used in the right way, man. I see some guys trying to use it and they don't use it the right way and it just looks so awkward. Oh, wow, you saw the change of level right there from Santana. That was interesting right there. Just getting eye level with Alameda and landed that four-piece combination right there. Sometimes you...
Ooh, what a nice step in right, and look at Alameda was hurt by that shot.
That was on the angle. Just slipped outside the view of Alameda. Slipped outside those eyes and landed that right hand as he was throwing a jab coming forward.
Look, Santana's having fun in there right now.
Yeah, but see, he having fun, but look, if it's that easy, get him up out of here.
Get the job
what
done.
we playing with our food for? Get him up out of there. And see, and that's the different levels of mentality. That's what it is. It's the mentality. You got to have that killer mentality. That's the difference between this young man that was sitting right here.
Della Mason.
If you don't belong in here, hey, I don't get paid for overtime. I'm getting you up out of here.
And that corkscrew right hand is Santana. Good body work.
And look, let's give Alameda credit. A lot of experience. He's been in there with some powerhouses, right? You know, he was in there with Neri. He was in there with Leo as well. You mentioned that. You know, never been stopped. And those guys got some. And Neri got some heavy hands.
Yeah, and he's never been dropped either. So, and that was at his natural weight.
And it was a split decision with
Leo.
And Leo is a damn good fighter, champion right now.
So, ooh, that was a lead right hand there from Santana. Now he's just toying with him, but I agree with you. The fans are going to start getting impatient here in New York. They don't play around. Now you're seeing the strength, though, of Santana. Good waist movement. 1-2.
Got nice long shots.
Speaking of guys,
he's definitely going to take a lot of shots, and you start pouring on the combinations. You get him in a position to where, you know, he's just defending and not punching back. Referee going to step in there and say, hey, man, you taking too much room. Look to stop the match. And it seems like that's what he's about to do.
I was like, what you talking about, get the referee involved? But now I know what you're saying. To make the referee do his job and stop the fight.
To save him. Absolutely. Look, if you don't answer too many unanswered punches, the referee will step in. He won't think you hurt.
A nice lead right there from Yan Santana. Alameda tried to open up with the left, and how do you beat it? Southpaw with the right. Santana's got a great right hand, and that corkscrew left over the top. Yeah, Santana's trying to piece him up here.
Another nice loaded right hand right there. From
That was
Santana.
a nice one too.
Yeah.
From Yan Santana. You know, he said, my life changed once Miguel Cotto and his team took control of my career. And now I have advisors. I have a whole squad behind me that pushes me to be better every day. I was just getting by on my talent, and now I have great trainers. I have a great team, great push behind me.
It's like you can see Alameda, he's just fighting against, right, being pushed back. He's fighting against, you know, wanting to give in. And he's trying to keep himself mentally in this fight right now. He looks comfortable. He doesn't look like he's too fazed by what's going on. He's being calm and patient. Now he's starting to fight back. But you can tell that Alameda, he's been here before. You can just tell.
Angelo Leo, who's supposed to be in the house tonight, who holds the IBF belt. Ray Vargas, who's going to be fighting Mark Castro for the WBC belt. Or Nick Ball, the WBA champion. He said all those guys said no, and here I am. I'm going to get my belt, and I'm going to force him into a fight.
Wait. Did you just say Castro was going to be fighting against
Ray Vargas? I don't make the fights.
Wait, hold up. I thought
Fulton is
supposed to be fighting Ray Vargas.
He said he's supposed to be stepping up now to take on Oshagi Foster at 130
Oh,
pounds.
so that's okay. All right.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Things change.
So if he's going to step up, is he going to keep his belt?
Well, he'll be a champion until he either wins or loses that belt and then makes the decision on what to do.
So once he makes that decision, if Shushu wins this belt tonight, now if he decides to stay, then he goes to the full champion, and then he faces
Ray
Vargas for the actual official championship.
You need just one champion, brother. That's it. But yes, when we're here sitting trying to do algebra,
tic-tac-toe.
Come on, man. Playing chess, it's just one champion, make it easy.
Oh, man. Oh,
that's a nice lead right from Santana.
Yeah, but there was a change up of speed. The reason why he was able to land that. Nice hook to the body, hit him down low, and then came right up top with a quick right hand down the middle. Again, Alameda's going to be here. He knows how to protect himself. He knows how to survive. You know, the only person that's going to be able to get this man up out of here is Santana. He's going to have to press on the gas a little bit more. And if I'm seeing that you have the doctor up in the corner looking at this man, look, I'm torn. Let's pour it on. Let's pour it on. Let's get him up out of here. Because obviously they're concerned.
There is concern for sure, but now it's all up to Yan Santana to make the doctors and the referee do their job. But already it sets the precedent. Once the fighter goes over to be checked by the doctors, everybody's on high alert.
Yeah, so it's your job to get him up out of there, man. Get him up out of there. He got 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds to do it. Or at least attempt to. Oh, nice body work right there. Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, works out to about half of Xander Zayas' entire lifespan. But hey, it's going to be a tough fight. That'll be our main event over on ESPN tonight. For now, it's Yan Santana in the pink, fuchsia, whatever color Tim says it is, against
that's
Aaron
pink.
Alameda.
Fuchsia, that's pink. He's like, man.
And those snapping right hands from Santana, making Alameda miss. Now will he make him pay?
Oh, you can tell to see the personality of a fighter just by the way he dresses. You see the little, well, I don't know what you call that
Tassels?
on the side, the little tassels all
Don't
over
act like
the
you
side.
don't know. You have to have pants like
I ain't never had no tassels.
I'm not talking about in the ring.
You stupid. I ain't never had no tassels, man. Come on. But I'm just saying, the mentality, you know, if you got tassels, you know, you gonna be sweet. You like to look sweet in there. And that's what you're seeing right here from Santana. He just being sweet. He okay, like to be cute. He don't like to get hit with too many shots. He like to just, hey, box his way to victory. That's it. That's his temperament.
That one
Big shot.
Santana.
Yeah, it was a big shot, but it didn't, man. Alameda, you would think, being a 22-pounder, you would think that he could caught one of those shots, it'll do something to him. However, I don't know if Santana's hitting like that. Or Alameda just got a hell of a chin, man.
Look, man, if he withstood the punish from Panterita Neri, we just saw what Angelo Leo was able to do against Luis Alberto Venado Lopez in a brutal finish. That tells you something about Alameda. You know why? He's from Sonora.
Yeah.
Sonoras don't mess around.
Sonoras don't mess around? That's where you from?
That's right. Don't mess with me, homie.
Yeah, stop. You ain't hurt nobody, man. Come on. Shoot.
Don't mess around. That's a nice right hand from Santana. Another counter right from
That is
Santana,
nice.
making Alameda commit and making him pay now.
That's what I like. Just keep touching him. Take off the power. Just keep touching him. Touch him. Touch him. Stay consistent. Touch, touch, touch. And then boom, land the big shot. I like this.
Round 10, final round. Bernardo Osuna alongside Hall of Famer Timothy Desert Storm Bradley. Top-ranked boxing on ESPN from the theater at MSG. It all leads up to a triumphant night for a Boricua. Xander Zayas looking to become the youngest current champion in the sport today. And Shushu Carrington, will he turn MSG Theater into Shoe York tonight like he's done so many times before? For now, it's Santana Town, because Yan Santana, the Dominican, is making sure that Mexico's ARRON Alameda pays the price every time he's taken a step forward. Alameda had losses in the World Series of Boxing against Robesi Ramirez, Andrew Selby, and Vladimir Nikitin. Never been down, never been stopped. That streak looks to be continuing tonight unless something happens here in the last minute and 45 seconds of the final round. You hear the crowd chanting Yan Santana with a triple clap.
Yeah, they trying to get him to do something. I mean, he boxing beautifully, man. So he pitched a shutout. Easy work. Look at landing combinations like that. And man, some guys, they just don't go. They don't go nowhere. They don't want to go anywhere.
Especially
Alameda's that guy. Yeah, and if you don't get to that rib cage, man, they gonna continue to, build up some courage. And he paid homage to his defense as well. He's just not allowing him to hit him. He's making him work for it a little bit. And he's trying to win. He's trying to do something. Oh yeah, Matador, I see him.
And then he gets clipped for messing around with it. That was some good fancy footwork from Yan Santana. But it's him that has to be capping off that footwork with the nice punch, not allowing Alameda to say, you want to dance, but you're going to take a shot.
Yeah, I wanted to know, and I asked in the fighter meetings, can he fight off his back foot? Yes, he can. I got my answer tonight. He can fight off the back foot. Do I see some moments of vulnerability? Absolutely.
He slipped there. 15 seconds left in this 10th round. We'll be going the distance, it seems, and I don't.
Dangerous. Yan Santana.